to be an AC again here at full speed into the Orchid, and towers are going to be crumbling pretty quick, so it's important to get those creeps off of your towers as fast as possible. It's the Based Police! What a line. I simply...
Of course, he brings the South American prowess by spamming lines all the time.
I simply cannot believe that Simply 2 Based have one-upped their voice lines from last supporter pack.
Yeah, the ring is a really good line, honestly.
I think for the ring, for me, pardon me, what does it is the "it's for you." He's so excited to tell you about this phone call.
Look, yeah, Mason clips are honestly a gold mine. If you take that mine in small increments, you know, he's like taking nutritional pills for the day. He just makes your day brighter. Only in small increments, though. I annihilate.
What a comparison.
Yeah, he's like the gummy bears that you eat in America, right? That like have omega C and stuff like that.
Oh my goodness, gummy bears. Yes.
Right? Isn't that a thing you do, like the vitamins?
Well, yes, but omega C generally is fish oil, and you wouldn't want to chew on that.
Okay. Well, okay, so then Mason's like fish oil. There we go. Easy. We'll see how these lanes go for KBU. I think that the mid lane is the most important one. If I Annihilate manages to win this matchup, that this is gonna. I mean, I'm assuming Kuka will this time win against the NP Spirit Breaker, especially with the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter much strong against Spirit Breaker, because Spirit Breaker is again someone that can close the gap, but does not have the reliable stuns and constant catch that Clockwork brings to the table. So Gyrocopter is much stronger because Rocket Barrage punishes these kind of players or these kind of heroes, and then the Kunkka punishes the NP well. So I actually like this fix by KBU for the second game. I am not so sure about their offlane this time though, because Visage usually sucks in lane. That's kind of what he does until he gets level 6. So the real key component here is I Annihilate and how well he does against Oklahoma.
Yep, very true. Yeah, Visage does suck in lane, needs to get level 6. Luckily, I believe, taking a look at the other lanes, like I Annihilate, especially versus Oklahoma, this is potentially a kill lane with a +1. Earth Spirit can do a lot of damage in this lane simply with a roll and a kick to put the DP out of position. Yes, he is a tanky hero, a very, very high strength gain, 4.4 strength gain, my goodness. So he is going to give a ton of HP on the Spirit Siphon to the DP. But in the early game, I think these ganks are going to be really, really punishing. And that doubles as well to give MMR Tourist, of course, solo experience. So he cannot be the worst hero in the game.
I'll be honest, I don't think you gank the mid lane. I don't think Earth Spirit should do that. I think partially the reason why you pick DP is to block these kind of ganks from the Earth Spirit. I think obviously if DP dives, yeah, go ahead, right? Like go and stun her. Or if you need like one extra stun, yeah, go ahead. But the typical ganks you see of Earth Spirit, of him initiating, no way. I don't think he's that useful. I do agree with the Spirit Siphon point. I think you usually pick DP against these melee 4s for this reason particularly. And if you just let Batrider alone and you secure runes instead, that's a much better job in my opinion.
Interesting.
You can even, I mean, obviously the only problem here is that, oh, wait, unless they kill Io, that is a lot of burst and they get him. Thanks to the Soul Assumption, the combination of Boulder Smash plus Rolling Boulder. Wow. That was much more damage than I was expecting.
Soul Assumption, man.
I mean, it was also the Boulder Smash, huh? The Boulder Smash was level 1. Great skill.
Boulder Smash, very strong skill. This is basically the hero's bread and butter. I don't know. I feel like Earth Spirit can get away with a really good gank here, to be honest, because you've got a couple of really good souls. They're going to actually go right back on in. There's not enough mana. There is one more Soul Assumption here. 3 charges, not enough there for the kill into Murdoch, and now they're out of regen, basically out of mana for KBU. Lane's pushing anyway, so reckon they'll be fine. That's kind of the problem in this lane, though. They're strong, but they're not Intiros. So they, well, actually, Visage is an Intiro, but just not a lot of mana regen in this bottom lane. And yeah, now they're going to be paying the price, as well as no cloak either. And the cloak is going to be super useful at stopping the constant harass of the Lucent Beams.
Yes.
So yeah, you can see Murdoch very eager to get in the beam spam while he still can efficiently.
Exactly. But Earth Spirit has offered some kill potential in this lane, which is nice. Usually when you talk to Earth Spirit spammers, like I remember talking to Mira and she was telling me that, oh, Earth Spirit has a lot of kill potential lanes. You know, Earth Spirit is actually a really good laner. Earth Spirit can do anything, and you're like, well, are you sure about this? Or are you just biased for the hero? But with Visage, it seems to be fine, because obviously you create a lot of damage. The Soul Assumption works nicely to burst down heroes like Io, for example. And you can even push Io out of position, and I think that cancels this whole tether little combo that you got going on. The only problem is that lane equilibrium will be naturally bad if you have these kind of lanes. Kill potential lanes tend to forego lane clearance for this, and this is just not a good hero getting it back. And Earthspirit usually cannot beat a contested pull, which is why they're just struggling here. Go for a kill instead.
Hey,
there you go.
They
ignore the lane. Kill instead.
They have to respect this. I mean, I'm surprised
by the way,
they're playing it so aggressively here. Again, the body blocks are ridiculous from speed.
Wow. And this time he's playing Konka, for God's sake. I mean, what else do you need?
There's a bunch of mangoes consumed here for Visage to keep at
Nice
it.
body block bottom. Is this?
Yeah, the Warden in trouble. Go down. He should be able to sustain through this one here.
I don't know what Sunlight's doing.
Well, if he gets vision, yeah, he actually gets the kill.
Yeah, but he's gonna die for this.
He just wants XP, though.
I guess as your lane is going so badly, you just go home for kills straight up.
Yeah, he just wants XP. Mid, Oklahoma, Annihilate. Annihilate will actually pursue uphill. There's also a support dying. Thana in trouble. Does get off the homing missile, but he's still going to go down, and Oklahoma's just going to TP back to the tier 1 tower.
Well played by Annihilate. You can't dive tower against a DP because she might be able to last long enough, right? Especially if you only have like 2 stacks of sticky napalm. But once you see her going off the lane, that's your chance to attack. So good taking up the opportunities.
Murdoch?
That said,
Oh, it's
Murdoch?
kind of close. Arturus not close enough, though, for the Soul Assumption, which might have gotten the kill. And now that the Wisp is here, no chance for you to dive.
I was going to mention is that Annihilate's struggling a fair amount in terms of assets. I mean, he's a Bat Rider, right? So that's where the DP won, and he will need to get some kills. The person to actually refill the bottle is going to be Thana here, and probably will stay around to secure the rune. It's 40 seconds, so you can't really go to his lane and back, so I think you just kind of stay around. Yeah, that's what seems to be a plan. He's a better gank as well than Earthspirit. Less HP, has some ranged potential as well. Konka can solo against the MP. Does die to Albino Zebra, however, so has to be careful here. Oklahoma, going for Thana now. Thana says, well, maybe I can steal the bounty. Nope, I'm just going to create space. I'm just going to divert him away from the lane. I Annihilate, you better make use of this rune. Good luck.
That should be a rune easily secured as well. It'll spawn bottom. It's just an illusion. Not really the best rune. They're fighting bottom yet again. No MR Tourist. Sunlight with a big old Soul Assumption. He's going to have another one here in a second to throw at Murdoch, but Speed as well has joined the fray. Ends up with 2 kills. Kills well secured, boys. Don't worry. His tower actually taking a bit of chip damage, though. He's going to TP on back, but a nice rotation nonetheless is going to, at least this time, make sure that Dad stays on top here.
You know, I would love it if you could have hero-specific cosmetics, and if Speed, like for teams, right? And if Speed could add a voice line that as you play Sprout, it plays "It's your boy Speed" as you're sprouting in, as opposed to the sound of the Sprout. It's just like a loop. I think that would be much scarier, and that would make him a much better player.
I think it'd be great if, you know, he just gave you like game leap tips for every ability he did on you. You know, he's
honestly, if his voice lines were game leap tips, that would be better.
It would be like, you can use Sprout to isolate enemies, and if they're not killing, you know, if they're not carrying a Quelling Blade, you might just be able to get a solo kill. You know, it just kind of explains. You ever play like Smash? You know, like Wii Fit Trainer, who's just like telling you about all the stretches she's doing while she beats your butt, kind of like that.
What?
Yeah.
Wii Fit Trainer speaks?
Yeah.
Are you sure she speaks like Sims, don't she?
No, she speaks in Smash. She's like, now let's stretch, and you know, smashes you and edge guards you.
I knew I shouldn't have kept my Smash in Japanese. That's why I didn't know what she was talking about.
Of course.
You know, I like my Sundere Wii Fit Trainer.
Albino Zebra, top lane, is going to be stunned by the Shark into the Torrent. But he's, you know, naturally the tankiest hero in the game. Oh, the charge was just a short-range one, but that's because Oklahoma's here. Dad's going to TP away now that they've already used the charge, and well, off and away he goes. Bot lane, they're fighting yet again. Sunlight, though, not going too well for him this time around, as he does at least spawn in the familiars. There's a roll-in from the Warden and a rotation from Annihilate, seeing that the DPs come top. Murdoch getting ran down underneath his tower, as there's going to be the familiar bonks. The bell's being rung. Speed now, it's a battle bell, or maybe a dinner bell here for him, as Annihilate is going down underneath the tower. falling a bit low. There's the Urn Charge to top him up a bit more, and a Sprout to isolate him. They will be able to get the kill onto the Bat Rider. Another double bonk here, as Dad is going to TP, actually run all the way down bottom after he TP'd home. X marking onto Speed, as the Familiars as well as the Earth Spirit try and secure this kill onto the Spirit Breaker, but he simply just charges away. There's Thana here in the river to potentially intercept him, and he will find him, shoot a homing missile, and possibly secure this kill onto Albano Zebra. Yes, he will.
Well done.
But through all of that, EXO was to use top, so Oklahoma secures the tier 1.
Yeah. Well done. I like this. I mean, I think that there the pick pull had a huge impact. Can you actually do me a favor, since you sound like Suns fan? Can you give me one admit it, please?
Admit it, Abo. Pick pull.
So, wait, why'd you go lower? That's not Suns fan's voice. Higher. Higher.
Does he have a high voice? I don't know. No.
Higher than what you did.
Pick pull. Pick pull, Abo. Admit it.
That's better. That was better. I like the intonation there. Yeah, so that pick pull was super impactful. You saw Annihilate. He didn't want to use the lasso, and I kind of understand that greed, but that ended up costing him his life, honestly. If he just lassoed the Luna and brought him back, that would have been fine. Borden, though, in the bottom lane, he is going to now struggle. He is going to die immediately. Speed's coming in. Oh, he got the Sprout, and Dad, he knew he had a Quelling Blade, so he sprouted forward. Dad still stuck with the Spirit Siphon. Oklahoma chases down and gets the kill with a Crypt Swarm. 4K leads his full Electronic Voice, looking much stronger than last game in the early game, and it's perfect because they have a Death Ball lineup this time.
Oh, yeah.
No TB. They could just continue fighting much like they did last game, but this time with success.
And you don't build Blink Dagger on Murdoch on this Luna too early, so should be pretty much A-okay here, I reckon, for you boys as far as how this game is looking to play out. Once again, Speed, the richest hero in the game. Once again, he's got a very early and well-timed Orchid, as Albino Zebra is not only going to steal that region rune, he's going to bonk 3 heroes on the way out, tank 2 tier 1 tower shots, and off he goes. I cannot believe this hero, Spirit Breaker. Not picked at TI, by the way. Same patch.
Yeah. T-Governor was right.
He was.
Who knew?
He was right all along.
Yeah. Obviously, of course, meta's developed, though, and as the TI meta might have not been too conducive to the Spirit Breaker, right? In many cases, it's not like pros are always playing what's best, right? They just kind of settle on the meta, and because Dota's a hugely social game. I'd say, like, 60% of what determines the meta is pro-social interactions with each other. And that is usually in pubs, right? Murdoch, this time they will use the lasso.
What a block.
Relocate, try to save him, but they blocked him nicely. Really, really good stun there by the Familiars, and that's going to guarantee the kill on Murdoch and a freebie on Ziz as well. In the mid lane, though, the Warden is fighting to his death against Speed. Speed did have Sprout, but the Warden manages to get away with a nice rolling boulder.
Yep. And he's even going to kick another rock here towards Oklahoma just to refresh the Magnetize. Probably one of the worst ultimates in the game, to be completely honest with you. Can you tell him an Earth
This guy, he plays Earth Spirit, he plays Visage, and half of what comes out of his mouth is complete.
Well, listen, if the hero's not first banned material, then he's bad, okay? Obviously, that's what it means.
Oh my God! If you played Darkseer, you'd have the trifecta of the nuisance patch. People.
You know what? You know who my most played offlaner is?
Of course it's Darkseer.
Of course it is.
You just pick heroes to complain. You're a Dota teenager. That's what you are. The tower in the mid lane. Just giving me for free. Warden's like, guys, are we gonna defend this? The amount of damage this mid lane tower took kind of for free, I feel like it's a pub right now. Oklahoma's just going to take it now.
Yep.
Look, 2 hits. Oh, at least it got denied.
Not bad.
Still, like, you lost the map control here, and you're up against a Deathball lineup. Your Visage is not online. And that's an understatement. He's not really a hero right now. He's kind of just still a flying creep.
He's just Russian Axe as well, so...
Yeah. I don't know. I would have liked Dom, honestly, so at least you can take 1 tower and open up the map for yourself.
Yeah, but they might actually find a kill here. Rolling Boulder will not connect. The Warden on the smash here does slow Oklahoma. Second Rolling Boulder finds its mark. And, well, it's going to be Albino Zebra showing up for the funeral here, as he is going to be stunned a second time. Bulldozer not. He is still going to drop. Murdoch, I believe, is being relocated in. Okay, on time of our tourist they will go. Not too bad, especially if they can get that second familiar. Speed as well showing up to mop up whatever remains, and for now that's the Warden. Down he goes. 2 for 2 trade at the end of the day, but it's just the off lane for the mid.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that was still a good trade for KBU. Mind you, though, what was scary about that trade is that it kind of shows you a glimpse of what the whole game might be like, which is you go for any sort of gank ever, and the 2 global ultimates will cancel, or sorry, the 2 global heroes, not ultimates, 3 actually, will cancel you every time, right? No matter what you gank. Either you force 5-on-5 engagements, or you're done for, and obviously, Electronic Boys is never going to try to get a 5-on-5 engagement unless Exorcism is up, and it's level 2, obviously. So it's a bit scary for KBU because right now I'm looking at them and they don't seem to have many options. That's why I'm going to revisit this Aghanims on the Visage and actually say it's a really good pickup. Because the idea behind the Ags, as opposed to Helm of the Dom, is there's no way we can make plays in the map unless we're super fast. Ags gives you that damage boost that might allow you to burst down heroes quickly, and that might be what you need to be able to actually go in and get these ganks, right? Annihilate also with his own global quote-unquote presence with the travel boots, and we even see Dad going for an earlier BKB so they can force team fights.
Yep.
So they understand the issue that the enemy team is forcing upon them. I don't know if there's going to be enough of a response, but they're doing what they can.
Oh, and
Murdoch,
Annihilate.
Lasso.
Might look for
What
a kill
a good
here.
leap there.
Ziz is going to be zoned away by Thana. Pick pole. It's not going to do anything this time around, unfortunately. You have to admit.
That was much better. Good job. You're getting better at
I
it.
got you. You know.
If Sunsfan ever gets sick, now you know who can replace him.
Yeah, well, that darn appendicitis trick didn't work this time, Abo. Maybe we'll get him next time. Speed trying to TP away. TP canceled by the Warden as in he goes. Thana as well, right in the thick of it. The Warden still fighting on the cliff. Only one can remain here, and it's the Warden. Down he goes. Will he live through this? Yes, he will. The Urn Charge keeping him alive. Once again, though, 1-for-1 trade.
Oh.
But they get speed. Again, the richest hero in the game takes a dive in exchange for just this Visage. And Visage, like we're talking about this this build, he's still not online. And the fact that he's still doing okay in these trades is very commendable.
Yeah, he's utilizing his... So there's 2 ways to play in the Temple heroes, right? When you have a hero that like power spikes really early, most people, especially because that's your win condition to some degree, they play around that big power spike, in this case being the Axe. And sure, that's true, right? But these heroes are naturally strong without these items in many cases, right? Like this is just strong without the item. It's just so not as strong as you'd like him. And in this case, you don't have the option to just go and farm and get a fast Axe on Visage. Instead, you have to fight earlier because that's what Electronic Boys is forcing you in, and they're just sacking the Visage over and over again, acknowledging once again he's still going to be strong, he's still going to be good with the Ags, and he's still going to have impact. So I like this. I think they're showing people how you respond to Deathball Linus appropriately. That said, even though I'm praising them a lot, it's only because Electronic Boys is winning by a fair amount, and their lineup's looking really strong, right? Like they're in a difficult position because of the draft and because of how well Electronic Boys play this early game. So don't confuse my praise with them winning. We still need to see a Blink Dagger on Murdoch for this game to go the way of KBU.
Well, I think this time around, right, luckily, E-Boys can all be there to follow up because of how global they are. I mean, look at this. This is Speed cosplaying a Ward. He doesn't have the mushroom hat, which he should if he wants to be making plays like that. It's the second time he's on a cliff for a kill. But it is going to open up Roche for them.
Look, that's the classic, oh, I don't need Quelling Blade, I got Firefly. Not with Orchid,
Not
my
with
friend.
Orchid, you don't. Very true. Speed's going to have to drop him, an NP tutorial video here after this one saying, if you think you can get out of Sprout, think again.
Not when I'm playing it.
Honestly, though, Speed is like so damn smart when he plays this MP. Again, if you didn't,
He's a very good
I don't remember when we interviewed him, but definitely check it out because he dropped a couple of knowledge bombs during that interview. Specifically against OD is what he really recommended the NP in this matchup. Careful though, silent as the grave, MMR Tourist is lurking, looking for a kill here. Albino Zebra retreats underneath his tier 2 tower as MMR Tourist will split the 2 towers. Unable to find anything here, though, as E-Boy is currently top lane, looking for this top tier 2. And that means the Silence as the Grave reveal is going to have to wait. Pretty low downtime on this ability, though. Basically only 8 seconds or so.
Yep. And it's better to... Oh, top lane. Lasso, once again. They're going for a gank. It's Murdoch. And Murdoch, that's the Aegis. I don't know how he gets out of this one, but they gotta come in for him. They left their child at daycare. They forgot about him. Torrent, there we go.
Got an X mark onto someone, didn't they? No.
Apparently not. They used it before. They
tried to cancel it. They tried to cancel it with the X.
Look at that. The uncle comes in for the save. The dad forgot about the kid. Doesn't matter. Uncle Ziz is here to save him. Now there's the X mark, sorry. We got Ziz, even though the Rolling Boulder misses. They actually might miss him because they missed the Ghost Ship as well. And Oklahoma just runs in with Exorcism. That can't miss. He tanks the Rolling Boulder final out. Albino Zebra also survives barely the Tidebringer. They're trying to get some kills here. The damage is really high, however, and Martor now in trouble against Murdoch. He gets one last Soul Assumption. He's surviving for now, but the Soul Assumption doesn't do enough damage. Oklahoma is capable of getting away. And KBU, they lose 2, and they get nobody in return, partially because, again, they missed like 3 spells in a row.
Yeah.
That Rolling Boulder was supposed to set up the whole sequence. And, you know, this is a good situation to exemplify that. Trusting your teammates tends to be good, but sometimes you trust them too much. And because the Warden missed his Rolling Boulder, everything went haywire.
Yeah, now he's going to die. But we can keep watching the replay. I mean, this isn't much of a... Oh, he's going to live! Unbelievable.
Because the Warden's too good. This makes up for the miss earlier. That's all good.
Well, yeah.
TPs, Annihilate. He continues this. He wants to go for Albino Zebra. He has a Flame Break. And they hit him with the X marks the spot. Also the Torrent. Good job. Albino Zebra's dead. But the tower is also dead. Guys, the mushrooms.
Dire's top tower
Denied by
has been
Annihilate.
denied.
So much push, so much global presence. Nice job by Annihilate kicking off that fight, just removing the Aegis. And a good effort. I think the problem was Kibeyu realized about halfway through that Aegis respawn timer that, oh crap, there's probably a Wisp somewhere, you know, already channeling the relocate.
Yep.
And they just couldn't cancel it in time. I thought they were going to make an X-Mark play onto Murdoch to force the BKB, but they tried to use it to cancel the Wisp. And, well, a nice snipe there. In fact,
I'm assuming you saw that. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this? Now broken by the Flame Break. Look at Annihilate. Look at this man. The Tether Breaker. Oh, Annihilate is that third wheel, you know? Breaks relationships.
Third wheel.
Taking kills.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower
you know.
is under attack.
That not third wheel. He's the attractive third wheel, right? The one where like one of the couple is always looking at him, eyeing him.
Well,
like,
listen,
I like him better.
if that's gonna, if you know, I got bad news for you if an attractive third wheel is what you think broke up the relationship. Because let me tell you, you know, we're probably gonna jump.
It was fire there. It was literally fire.
Radiant's middle
That's
tower.
going to be a tier 1 taken, second tower here in favor of KBU. Surprised how well MMR Tour's Sunlight, that is able to make use of the Silent as the Grave. It is so annoying to play Visage versus the Spirit Breaker, because if you don't either A, have the Gravekeeper's Cloak stacks, or if your familiars are out of range, he can kill them with a Bulldoze and a charge in super easily. So it's very frustrating.
Wait, really? He deals that much damage?
Yeah, I mean, these things only have 600 HP, and they're hero creeps, right? So I believe he gets this bonus damage from the Greater Bash. Like, he melts them.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Darkupper's gonna die, though.
I believe they're hero creeps. So yeah, like, if they're not in range here... Oh, Annihilate might be in trouble. He's got a BKB, though.
He has BKB. Who needs Quelling Blade? He's going to win this game without it. There you go. Go for Ziz instead. There's Oklahoma as well. Oklahoma activating the Exorcism. They kill the IO. But Oklahoma fighting against 2. Going to beat one of them. It's going to be the Warden, even flanked here by Speed. As Dad joins the fray, unsure of what to do. Not decides to TP instead. No way to cancel his TP. Win for Cooper.
Yep. And there's finally a second item now. Solar Crest for the Visage. So not just simply about the 100 to 0 immediately. Dad... is just standing here waiting for his TP to come off cooldown, and now it is. On he goes.
Alright, so on one hand, KBU has managed to stave off the onslaught in the early game. Good stuff, right? On the other hand, I feel like it's about time, you know, for the Luna to come online. It's close. And maybe give her like 2 more minutes. Maybe she needs the Crystallis, and then she'll be good. And while that happens, I wonder if KBU will be able to fight her head on.
She's big, man. That's the problem with Murdoch. And again, this time, like, literally everyone's immediately on top of them. Not only are they fast, they're very global as well. You know, BOTs for the mid lane DP, and everyone else has got either a relocate or an ability to just move them around the map. I mean, it's a dream map for the global presence, and that's a big issue, right? Because KBU, last game, I think a big way they got back into this one was kind of getting solo kills onto Murdoch. Sure, he, you know, kind of put himself in a bit of a precarious situation for a lot of those kills, but I don't think that's going to happen as easily this time around. Silence as the Grave, though. Murdoch is in a bit of a rough spot here.
Did he Caster's Curse him, boys? Did we just see a real live Caster's Curse? Hey, not BKB? Did he have X? I mean, it doesn't matter because he's too far.
Alright. Oh, okay. BKB lasted long enough. I thought for a second there, homing missile.
Would have canceled TP. That would have been annoying. They still force 8-second BKB charge, which for Luna is kind of more relevant, right? She does want the longer BKBs, and they also force her to retreat, so it's not entirely a bad play by KBU. They don't have the ganking squad they did last game, though. That's for sure.
Oklahoma.
Message is good, but not that good.
Giving the vision. Rolling Boulder's going to miss. Rolling Missile as well here for the vision. One familiar stun. Eul Scepter avoiding the Rolling Boulder stun, and the ward is going to go right into Murdoch. He's going to eat the Eclipse and actually live through it, as there's going to be a lasso. They've dragged Murdoch up to the high ground. However, still alive and actually turning this fight is Oklahoma almost on his own. Kunkka trying to get through here with the Tidebringer Eclipse, but not doing such a great job. He's going to have to BKB and try and run speed, trapping him inside. There's the Quelling Blade, but he's got the Shard, so he's going to spawn a Greater Treant to block him. There's the charge to secure the kill there onto the Earth Spirit, and it's only going to be I and Iolite making it out of this fight alive.
Yeah, they got very destructive that team fight. They went for Oklahoma first. I mean, that was not the best choice, for sure. But then they completely deviated from Oklahoma as they realized maybe they were better targets or they got distracted. I'm not really entirely certain if KBU decided that actively that Oklahoma was a bad target, or if everyone was jumping in, so I thought that was the best option. But they were just all over the place there. And they have really good single target, but not very good area control, except for the Kunkka, obviously. And Kunkka is the carry. So, big, grave mistake. Murdoch is already online. Really bad time to give up this kind of advantage. Time to go for 2 lanes of racks, honestly.
And this Luna hero, shredding your buildings.
Right, yeah, and let's ignore the thousands of ghosts eating at the concrete.
Fogging up the storm. All the treants. Rolling Boulder.
Rolling Boulder.
Okay.
They're going for speed. This time, they select one hero and they kill him. Good job. Murdoch has the BKB active. For how long? For how long? Not long enough. Why is Murdoch running away from the missile? He just got stunned because of that? Oh, no. Murdoch died as a mistiming of the BKB. Dad comes in. He does not get the X in time, unfortunately. He dawdles around for too long as Kunkka.
Yeah.
He's actually going for the camp there.
I mean, a bit unfortunate of a death. I don't think it would have mattered anyway, whether he gets stunned by the missile or not. I think they had him dead to rights. Their Wisp had relocate on off cooldown for about 10 more seconds.
Or on cooldown.
Yeah, yes, on cooldown for about 10 more seconds. It was coming off cooldown, is what I meant to say, but he just had to TP away. Very good priority there. That's how KBU have to take these fights, right? It's very tempting to just go for the first hero you see, but I do have to commend Oklahoma here, doing a great job. Just like the state, just planting it right in the middle, you know, and kind of being annoying. If you want to drive through the country, you're going to have to go through Oklahoma, and that's a bit of a problem here, especially when I gets initiated on Albino Zebra is there. And there's immediately now a jump as well onto the Visage. Gets up to the high ground. And actually, he might be able to live. His familiar is not as lucky. He spawns new ones, though.
It was rough, though, for KBU. I mean, they got this team fight off a really good play, honestly, going for speed, but it's not like they recovered like last time, right? Because they're unable to make these pickoffs work as easily as they did last game, simply because of the nature of the 2 drafts. The global presence of E-Boys has made this really difficult for them. And I also, even though Kunkka carry has been pretty successful in the lane, I haven't seen too much impact of him in the mid game, especially compared to the Luna. Like, he's not as a reliable carry to rally around compared to the Luna.
Yeah, I mean, he's going now for the Silver Edge, which, you know, guaranteed crit on Kunkka. It's always nice. This is the pretty standard build, especially for a carry. I'm not criticizing it. But everyone's just so tanky, right, on E-Boys. I mean, Luna as well. It doesn't have Satanic yet, but has a Wisp to back her up. Spirit Breaker and DP, they're plenty tanky enough. I mean, yes, this is good for killing speed, but it's pretty soon. I just think this Luna's going to be too big. You know, the baton pass, so to speak, between Speed and Murdoch here is very rapidly approaching, even though Speed is still continuing to outfarm not only his Luna, but also the DP. So perhaps, you know, Speed holding onto that baton a bit longer. Still doing just fine. Did you do any track and fields? Were you part of the relay race, Avo?
What does that mean? What?
Race?
Look, in Spain, you run if there's cops behind you. That's the only reason why you run.
Oh, goodness. Oh, good old...
So yes, I was part of the relay race very often.
The relay or race? Well, our little delinquent here.
Okay, they're just gonna let the creeps go, so they're trying to Okay, they're trying to go for a smoke. That's like, guys, we go next to the creeps. They will never expect us to be smoked because obviously we'd be pushing this.
Yeah, trying to catch the split pushers that way.
Yeah, I'm joking. There's no way when the creep lead is this push. Why are you not taking this farm, right? 100% is because you're 100% because they're smoked. There's a very obvious smoke. I'm pretty sure E-boys know about it.
E-boys are going to smoke now. Once again, in the firing line is Sunlight. Okay, that time, that's the difference between having the Grapefruit Cloak or not. So Speed might be in for a bit of a rough time there, but there's going to be at least another strike to interrupt. He's still on the low ground. They are surrounded here by Chirians as Murdoch closes the gap. He's looking for the kill. Onto the back lines goes the Visage. This fight's all over the place, but they actually remove the first life of the Luna. Speed is killed as well, as the relocate has been used here already. There's going to be another soul assumption to secure the kill onto the Wisp. What is going on? In trouble is now Dad, as the final loosened beam there is going to pick him off. Sunlight still alive as Albino Zebra running him down. They have him now dead to rights. Going to buy back.
Feels good to be this good.
And okay. And now you boys are just going to back up. What happened? What is going on? These fights are all over the place.
Well, constantly, KBQ knows the target is Speed because he went for a Glass Cannon build, right? So you just punish that. That's good. I think they're playing these team fights pretty well, actually. Of course, that is too big a threat, and sorry, that Murdoch is too big a threat, and all Dad can do is kind of tank the Eclipse and pray he doesn't die too soon. So I think this is the nature of the team fights, really. Eventually, E-boys will power through because Luna's going to be stronger, and that's it. Like, you're dealing with an offlaner with your mid laner, right? Who's dealing with the carry? It can't be your carry. I don't know. I don't know what the light at the end of the tunnel is here for KBU, frankly.
Perhaps it's the sunlight at the end of the tunnel.
Nope.
Visage
I don't think so.
is another item online. They're going for another kill here onto the Warden. Once again, no, does not get the roll away. Another strike in time, and there's going to be the kill. Going to Speed. Greater Treants will secure it. Once again, Murdoch finding a little casual crit there off of the Ag Shard Loosened Beam. And that'll at least be these top barracks down. We'll see how much more damage E-boys want to end up doing here. Can't quite go for Megas. Bot lane is pretty shoved in. Speed's getting to work there, trying to get creeps for the tier 2. Okay. Okay. Not bad, Dad. Showing off his Silver Edge crit. Forcing the BKB charge off of Murdoch.
No surprise by that, to be honest. I guess because he's so low HP. Regardless, though, you just took the top racks. You can... Roche will be up in a while, though, so you can't wait for that. Or I guess you can wait for that, and you're just going to elongate the game. I don't think KBU has many options, so...
Yeah. I think they just have to wait for it, really.
So KBU's best bet is to fight this Roche. You have Kunkka, you have Batrider, both of which are really good in the pit. Same with Earth Spirit and Visage. Like, you have a lot of flying, right? So when everyone's bunched up in the Roche pit, it might be your best bet, so you don't get surprised by, oh no, global teleport, oh no, charge,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Oh no, global teleport again.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I think forcing that team fight might be good for them. I just question once again, the Kunkka carry just isn't done as much as the Luna, right? And right now they're struggling to make this guy work.
When do you
I
think
also
is
think that his build?
when do you think is a
What?
Kunkka carry's timing? I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I
don't think he has a timing. I think he's closer. He's similar to PL in that sense.
okay.
Where like you have small spikes every item you get, right? But there's not a big time when you're like, yeah, Kunkka's online.
Yeah,
Kunkka's
that's
just Kunkka,
small
dude.
spikes every item is not unique to Kunkka or any carry. That's just any carry,
Dire's
right? So
bottom
it's
tower
just,
is under attack.
Well, no. What I mean is like, I don't know, say carries like Wraith King and Lifestealer, right? Like, yeah, they have small spikes every item, but they have big items they play around, right?
Yeah.
Wraith King, Lifestealer, Luna, all these good heroes. But PL, for example, is exclusive in the sense that he does, like, much contrary to opinion, right? They're going for Luna. Luna's gonna die.
Wow.
There we go. That was just the first damage they needed. Murdoch's down. They left Speed and they're like, guys, I think we can just go for Luna instead. That was the winning trick. With the Ghost Hunter not saving the Io, Oklahoma also in trouble. Torrent, Oklahoma, struggling. Albino Zebra comes back in. He's trying to get as much discord as he can with this charge.
He's
and in
here.
fact, Oklahoma is going to be the one tanking and dealing all the damage. They managed to kill 3. Now a 4th one. Dad is the last one alive, and Dad won't survive for too long. As he goes out to get a pack of cigarettes, will never come back because the game is over before he can. E-boys will win this second match.
going to 3.
Instructions are fortified.
1-3.
Luna is going to just shred these buildings very quickly. Yeah, kind of 2 fights ended up breaking out here as they once again just can, you know, you kill this hero hero ends up killing you. You kill this hero ends up killing you. There's just seemingly no good fight here for KBU to take, as promising as these starts end up looking for them.